What makes us who we are? Is it the language we speak, the stories we tell, the songs we sing? Perhaps it's all of these, woven together by culture, the lens through which we see the world around us. It colors our manners, our music, our celebrations, and even the ways we show respect. Culture is everywhere. It lives in everything we do. But the world is not a result of a singular culture, but rather a mosaic of hundreds. And it is in seeing through those many eyes that we discover the true power of perspective. Too often, we struggle to live beyond our own cultural norms. We grow up with certain traditions and rules. These become our own defaults. We begin to believe that our way is the only way. But through simple everyday experiences like travel, art, and education, we take a step back and choose perspective. We begin to realize that there is more than just one normal. Take a greeting. A firm handshake signals respect to some. To others, a warm hug or a kiss on the cheek communicates an equal message of respect. Even when the first humans were separated by vast distances, each group came up with independently ways to greet and show respect. Across time and space, we always shared the same fundamental human values. No greeting is better or worse than another. They simply reflect humanity's shared understanding of kindness and empathy. Hundreds of years ago, merchants traveled the Silk Road. Ships crossed oceans and cultures began to collide. Through trade, ideas and traditions traveled alongside goods. Spices from Asia transformed European cuisine, and scientific knowledge from the Middle East influenced discoveries in Europe. Trade had become so much more important than just money. It had become an exchange of minds, of perspectives, of possibilities. These remarkable interactions were the first to show just how much richer life becomes when cultures are shared and accepted amongst each other. That's what widening our perspective does. It allows us to look past what seems unusual and discover what is meaningful, to see the value within something foreign. On a global scale, perspective helps societies work together to face major challenges like climate change, inequality, and conflict. It drives much of the positive change we see in the world around us today. Perspective teaches us to consider solutions from multiple viewpoints and is the key to understanding. And it's not only about communicating better and avoiding misunderstanding, it's about building genuine connections. The type from taking the time to ask questions like, what does this mean to you? It reveals more than just your curiosity. It reveals humility, a willingness to listen. And through that simple listening, stereotypes are replaced with something much more powerful, human connection. But do you know what's most beautiful? Broadening your perspective on culture doesn't require you to travel across the world or learn 100 languages. It hides in the footsteps taken to cross the street and walk into a restaurant serving a dish you've never tried before. It hides in conversations with foreign accents, different from your own. And when you lean in and embrace these experiences, you find the ability to broaden your perspective. Each time we have one of these encounters, culture stops being a barrier. It becomes a bridge. And when enough of us choose to climb that bridge, our world becomes a place not of division, but of dialogue and discovery. The power of perspective is simple, but deeply significant. It serves as a reminder that difference is not something to fear, but something to learn from. We must remember that behind every unfamiliar situation, there is a human story waiting to be heard. So the next time you feel uncomfortable, unusual, or even that something feels different, unusual, or even uncomfortable, pause. Remember, there are many ways to live, many ways to show respect, and many ways to be human. We must choose each other, choose perspective, choose to cross the bridge. Because when we do, difference no longer divides us, it unites us. And through unity, we are given the greatest gift of all, each other.